what's up? This is Casey. Been playing in Birmingham for about 12 years now. Got a story about when I used to tour with some bands. I used to be a drum tech, so I had this story. So we had a birthday party for our merch girl one night on tour, and she got blackout drunk. And that night she passed out in her bunk on the tour bus, and we decided that we were gonna saran wrap her to her bunk. So we proceeded to literally saran wrap this girl all together. And so in our bunks on the bus, we had these we had phones that we could call the bus driver. So we also saran wrapped her hand with the phone to her head. The next morning, she wakes up freaking out, just out of her mind, just telling us like, I can't believe y'all did this to me, all this shit. And we felt really bad for her. It was her birthday, and we were trying to have a good time, and that was our idea of a good time. And obviously she wasn't about that.
Yes.
So the next day she wakes up and is talking about leaving the tour, and she is so upset. So it's her birthday, like it was the day before. So her birthday was that day, and we're in like West Virginia somewhere, some fucking venue. I don't know where the fuck we were at, in Virginia. So the bassist, Tim, and I decide, okay, it's her birthday, we're gonna go buy her a birthday cake. And so we find like a Publix a few blocks down the road. So we decide to walk down the road, and we were gonna buy her birthday cake. We bought the shit that you put up. What do you call that?
Balloons?
No, we didn't get balloons, but
Banners.
like streamers. We bought her streamers, and we were gonna decorate the bus and everything for her, and surprise her, because like she was really fucked up on that. And so we're walking up to this Publix. I think it was a Publix. It might have been a Myers. I'm not sure. So we walk up and we hear this guy singing, and we're like, what the fuck? Sounds like fucking a broke-ass Eddie Vedder fucking doing acoustic shit. And we walk up, and Tim looks at me and he goes, oh, we got fucking Eddie Vedder fucking playing us some acoustic tunes as we're walking into this grocery store to buy a fucking birthday cake. So we don't think anything of it. We see this guy playing guitar, and we're like, yeah, cool, whatever. And we walk in, so we go find a birthday cake, this little like fucking cheesy ass fucking birthday cake. It's like something they had in their bakery or whatever.
Yeah.
And we go find streamers and everything. So we're in our line to check out. So it's just Tim and I. And we get to this line, and we're waiting, and we go to check out. And the girl that's checking us out notices that we have like laminates like on our sides and everything. She goes, "Oh, you are in a band?" And he's like, "Yeah, we're playing, down the street tonight." And she's like, "Oh, did you hear my boyfriend playing outside whenever y'all walked in?" And he goes, "Oh, you mean Eddie Vedder?" And she goes, "Yeah." And as soon as she said that, because this dude was terrible, fucking terrible, and I hate saying that. I hate it. I hate criticizing people like that. She's like, "Did you hear him?" And he's like, "Oh, you mean Eddie Vedder?" And as soon as he said that, I literally started crying, and I buried my face into his back, and I was like, no fucking way. And she goes, "Yeah, that's my boyfriend." And we're like, oh shit. So we got this other guy that's like bagging our groceries and shit. He's like, oh, like gives us like, oh, you are in a band and everything. Tim pulls out a fucking guitar pick, like out of his pocket, and he's like, here's a guitar pick to remember our moment together. And he hands it to this guy, and he's like, oh, thank you so much. And we walk out, and I'm just like, what the fuck just happened? So that's one of my stories. That is one. I have many stories, but that's one of them.
We'll get to those later.
That's one of them.
Awesome.